everybody, T. Gabrielle here. I'm a little excited next week. My granddaughter Christina, she'll be here joining me and she's looking forward to giving my virtual assistant some time off. I mentioned to you guys that I've gone green with my body, and since I've done that, I stay away from animal fats such as beef and pork, but chicken, that I like, and everyone likes chicken. And with the holidays coming, I thought I'd do something that you can prepare for your guests. You can serve it as a platter, or you can just do it just to enjoy yourself. I want to stay within our 15 minutes, which is about as long as I like to spend, as much time as I like to spend in the kitchen after I've prepped my food. Oh, this is hot. So this is ready. I'm going to get my chicken going, and while it's cooking, we'll talk about how we got from point A to point B. So let's get this. These are chicken on a stick. They're chicken tenderloins. I use chicken tenderloins because the tenderloins cook very quickly and they make a nice one serving size, and there is so much you can do with them. We should be able to cook our chicken about 2 minutes each side. And have it be ready for us. I did put a little bit of olive oil on our pan, not too much, but just enough so that my chicken cooks. And what I'm going to do is also, I'm going to cover the chicken to allow it to cook a little bit faster for me. I sort of have to make shift with the covers. Okay, so what I did was, actually my virtual assistant was kind enough to sit and make the skewers for me. What I did was take chicken tenderloins, and when you make these you have to be careful because you're handling raw chicken. You want to make sure that you practice safe food handling. Okay, this is, I hope it's hot enough. You know the problems I have with that thing versus my regular stove. Anyway, what you do is you take a chicken tenderloin, you set your skewers aside, and you work one hand the chicken, the other hand with the skewers. So I'm going to work this side, and I take my chicken tenderloins and take the skewers, and I simply insert them into the center of my tenderloins. And if there are any gristle parts that are protruding out, I simply use a scissors, chicken shears or regular scissors will do also. And notice I'm only touching the chicken with my left hand, and my right hand is touching the skewers. And I continue to do that until my skewers are done. Then I place them on a plate. And the other reason you don't want the skewers, the raw chicken part, to touch the part where your guests are going to touch. So I need to thoroughly wash the chicken off my hands, and I will be right back with you. Okay, hands have been thoroughly washed. So what I did for my chicken, I took, this is about a cup of regular cornstarch, no specific brand, and this is for my virtual assistant. Have to keep my virtual assistant busy. Then to that I added some spices. You can add whatever spice you like. You can make it curry. I added some seasoned salt, and of course you know me, I have to have white pepper, so I added white pepper. Then I added some cayenne pepper, and I believe I used a little bit of all-in-one spice that I make myself, you know, to take to work for my soup that I have almost every day. And I added some of that to it. Then some fresh herbs, dill, cilantro, parsley, and I used a pair of scissors, and I just cut them until they were fine enough to work with me. Thank you, virtual assistant. Then I simply need a fork. Added my fresh herbs to the cornstarch and spices, and I had a cup of water, yes. Then I just added water to it, and I mixed it up. And after that, you have to taste it to see if there's any salt adjustment required. There is none. This one was perfect. As I mentioned before, when you cook enough, you get to know how much of what to add without having to measure. And I never measure. So, we'll put away our skewers. And when I made my mixture, I want to show you this. This is very important because you don't want to get your cornstarch too thick or too thin. It will start to thicken actually after a while. When you make it for your chicken, you want to make it about this consistency. And what I did was take it and I took my chicken, and you can rub it on, you can pour it on, and I let it sit. And the chicken I am currently cooking was in my mixture for about 20 minutes. So we'll put that one aside. My virtual assistant can have fun with it later. Thank you. And we will check on our chicken. It's cooking beautifully. Really nice. They're kind of sticking together a little bit. That's okay, not a problem. We don't panic when things don't go exactly right in the kitchen. There's always a way to adjust. This is a wonderful thing to make a platter with. Okay, my chicken is almost ready, and I'm going to just cover it up again with my makeshift cover. So while it's finishing, I am going to just set it aside and get my platter ready. Okay, for my platter, I'm going to take a large plate. Now you can use barbecue sauce, you can use mustard, you can be as creative as you want with this. For myself, I happen to have, since I have to bodlicious everything, I made some vegetable dip out of Broccoflower. After the Broccoflower was cooked, I took it, I added some freshness to it, and of course I made sure that my broth had enough salt and so on, and then I pureed it really nice until I got this really nice consistency. And look how green and beautiful and bodlicious this is. So I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it on my center thing right here. This center piece is beautiful, so I thought I'd use it for my platter. And then I took, believe it or not, there is orange cauliflower, which is very high in beta-carotene, which is good for your eyesight. Just bodlicious, good for you stuff, of course. And the Broccoflower is a hybrid of cauliflower and broccoli together, also packed with wonderful nutrients that are good for you. My orange cauliflower dip turned out really nice, very pretty. So I'm going to just be orange and green today. And I have a third compartment. I think I'll just add both so that aesthetically it looks nice. Can you hear my chicken sizzling? We're still under 15 minutes. And the chicken is just about, actually it's done. Look at that. Can you see how beautiful, look how beautiful this chicken is. Look at all the color, look at all the herbs. And because we use the cornstarch, it seals in the moisture. So when you bite into it, you'll have a little bit of crispiness along with the soft, moist chicken. That's not good. Ooh, this is really good dip. Okay. For my green body, I have to have something green. What I decided to do was, I decided to adorn my plate with fresh spinach. So I'm going to put just spinach on my plate because it's bodlicious and it's green. My chicken's all ready, no doubt. I'm positive they are ready. So I'm just going to take them. If you want, you can use a paper towel to absorb the excess oil. I cannot believe how beautiful this is. Can you believe it? Can you imagine? Your guests will be baffled by the fact that you took the time to present them with something this beautiful. Oh my God, I can't stop showing off. They're just so nice. And we want to keep the dip face that pretty chicken. And that's it. This is T. Gabrielle's Chicken on a Stick. Thank you for watching. Really good. Look how moist it is inside. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.